I for one have no doubt whatsoever that the terrorist group named after a Sumerian alien goddess and 24/7 on mainstream media has always been a fabrication of the shadow government. But in case you're still not convinced, these pictures of the US Senator John McCain meeting a group of mercenaries in Syria in 2013 might change your mind. And that's because one of them bears an uncanny resemblance to Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, who is supposed to be the head of the terrorist group named after a Sumerian alien goddess. According to several sources on the internet, unverified documents released by the former CIA double agent Edward Snowden, and supposedly in possession of various outlets of the US mainstream media, reveal that Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is not only highly trained by Mossad and the CIA, but also that the whole ISIS operation is a joint of the US, Israeli and British intelligence, what would explain how American supplies and weapons allegedly destined to the Syrian and Turkish resistance ended up in the hands of ISIS militias. Now one thing is conspiracy theorists making speculations about such matters, but another entirely different animal is Edward Corrigan, a prominent human rights attorney in Ontario, Canada, corroborating that ISIS is indeed a fabrication of the joint Mossad, CIA and MI6, during an interview for Iran's Press TV. Words that definitely won't be addressed by the Western media, neither the alleged documents released by Edward Snowden.
Terrorist just continues to spiral out of control, and now we're seeing that more and more Westerners are actually also involved in this. We see now the United States and the UK and other Western governments actually condemning the terrorists for their actions. Question though, sir, do you think that they would have even gotten this far if it hadn't been for the situation in Syria and basically the propping up of these kind of groups by Western governments?
Well, I agree with that. I think that the whole ISIL and ISIS were generated by the West. The Americans, the British, the Israelis have all been supporting them with arms and money. They've also gotten money from some Western client states like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Qatar. But the original foundation is simply from British intelligence. According to documents supposedly released by Edward Snowden, that al-Baghdadi, who's supposed to be the head of ISIL, he was trained by the Mossad for a year and may in fact be a Mossad agent, and that he is trying to, I guess, organize Islamic fundamentalists and radicals to destroy the secular national Arab state of Syria. And they've expanded into Iraq. But you've got the American government, the British government, the Israelis supporting the Islamic fundamentalists